So, I was listening to this call that I posted in the group featuring Chelsea Pearson about creating your ideal community or team culture. And in it, one of the things that she brought up was about understanding your team's personalities. And that was why I posted that team. Um, that's why I posted that GEM personality test. And Tara, I don't think you posted in it yet because I want to know what your personality type is. Have you seen it? Did you see it? I know you've been kind of busy this week.
The one about, I don't, what's it about?
It's the GEM personality. So I just wanted you guys to kind of like read that and kind of I'd see what you can identify as your personality type. Okay.
No, I haven't seen it, but I'll do it.
Okay, I'm gonna tag you in it again just so it's fresh. Anyways, so from my general assessment was that most of our team are filled with pearls, and pearls are a little bit more introverted, but are people who love to be a part of a community. And I kept thinking back, all right, so we've got these awesome girls on the team, but there are areas that many of them are struggling, the same types of areas, and that's with recruiting or kind of stepping it up in leadership roles, which isn't a problem. It's just certain people have certain strengths. And I want to play up on our team's strength. And like I said, since the majority of our team has our pearls, like I said, more introverted, calm, loving the idea of being a part of a community, that's where I was like, okay, we have what can we do to create that culture that we all love and want? And that was when I was thinking, why don't we do a team challenge group? Sorry if you keep hearing these notifications on my screen. So I was talking to Megan about it because she's played around with having a bigger revolving door type group, and I just kind of wanted to see her opinion. And I've been playing around with a revolving group as well, and it's been a really big success for me. I run one with Danielle. So that is why I came up with the idea, and most of you said that sounds like something that you'd want to do because you love the community aspect. You love being a part of something bigger. So that's where we come in to create something bigger. So I have some ideas regarding that, but before I kind of dive in, I wanted to show you what my revolving door group looks like right now to give you a kind of a view of what I kind of expect in this, and then I'm gonna kind of open it up for some questions. Okay, sharing screen. Share screen. Okay, so do you guys all see my screen? Nod. Okay, so every month we create a new like banner head. This one is, and though she be little, she is fierce. The team is called, the group is called Healthy Happy Whole, and this is what it looks like. People posting pictures of their meals, people posting programs that they're doing, and workout selfies, questions, accountability things. Restart 21-day fix today, meal plan. I love this one. One of the girls posted, finished 21-day fix and I'm about to start round 2 on Monday. I'm almost 7 months pregnant, so I didn't track measurements. That's funny. It has inspired me to get moving again and not fall into the, you are pregnant, you can eat whatever you want. I just thought that was great. Like, no one told her to post that. She just did because she felt comfortable. We have a bunch of people liking it. Some of you have been in this group before, but I don't know. I just love how comfortable people feel. People are asking questions. Tons of people respond based on their experiences. It's a fun, I think it's a really fun place. We have some polls, seeing who's working out to help hold people accountable. That was my post I posted yesterday. I haven't posted anything today. Danielle hasn't posted anything today. Rachel posted one thing today. But these are all just challengers, which I think is really cool. Okay, so, and we have 200 people in this group. Okay, so I'm going to, and I would say about 30% of them post consistently. And in my opinion, I think that's really good because it's not me, Rachel, or just Danielle. It's the people who want this are actually making this work for them. Okay. So, questions. What do you guys think about the possibility of doing a Frankly Fierce challenge group, revolving door challenge group? Tariana, you have opinions. You always have opinions. Don't even joke like you don't.
I don't know yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's probably good benefit, especially because it means like if you've only got one challenger this month, like then you're not just like coaching them on your own, like all right, or pushing them off until you have more people. I think that's good. I think it's a little tricky though because like I don't know, what does that look like? Like are certain people assigned to certain days? Like we all have probably very different coaching styles, so like does that replace another coaching group that we're doing? Like I think I would like be curious about that.
Yeah. Those are really great questions because I know, Tariana, you run really great groups. And I mentioned it in like when I was first initiating this conversation, was that if you are very comfortable in how you run your groups, I don't want you to feel like you have to be in this group or that this is something you have to do, number one. But I also want to explain kind of what we do behind the scenes because I didn't mention that. So for all of the people that I bring in, I send them the quintessential welcome email, and then I send them all of the resources that they're going to need for the 21-day fix, PIO, etc. Like recipes, videos of me showing them, how to open their box, things like that. And I do weekly check-ins with them. I got to make sure to write that down. So they're still getting me as their coach, but I'm not how we used to do, at least how I used to do my challenge groups. I would always have like Motivation Monday, Transformation Tuesday. Like I always have planned things. We don't do that as heavily in these groups anymore. Instead, it's more of a like, hey, did you work out today? Hey, here's a great recipe. Here's this. And people kind of throwing their lifestyle in it so that it's not so structured. And I think that that's worked really well. Catherine, what did you write here? I like this group a lot and being part of it. Is there anything different you want to see in our new group? Sorry, Tevin. Okay. Yeah. For now, I don't know. I mean, Catherine, do you think you could kind of talk a little bit about because you've been in my regular challenge group before and you've been in this one. Do you think you could talk about what's different, what you like or don't like about the new structure? Because I think that would help me with explaining it.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I like the regular challenge group a lot. And I liked it because it's really intimate because when I did it was like a small group. However, after 21 days, you kind of have to figure out how you're going to maintain that program and how you're going to maintain that lifestyle. And that small group isn't really necessarily sustainable for that just because, there's new challengers coming in every often. And I like the big group because it's more of like lifestyle. It's not just like, okay, I'm doing this for this amount of days, how I was in the beginning, but like moving forward to like, there's people posting like, for example, last night there was a girl posting like, oh my gosh, I'm going to IHOP with my friends and I don't know what to get to eat. And I was like, oh, I went to IHOP recently and like, I looked at the healthy or fit menu, whatever they call it. So like, I guess the bigger group, there's more people, so you can use more people as resources. And also I think it's really neat because I've only done like the 21-day fix programs, but there's other people who have done the other like programs. So it's interesting for me to see like what their workouts are like and stuff I might want to try eventually, but just maybe not at the moment, but kind of gives me that, information whenever I do want to kind of use it moving forward.
Is there anything that you miss about the intimate smaller groups that we could maybe try to incorporate in this group?
I think I posted definitely more, obviously, in like the small group. However, I think with this group, since most of us know each other a lot more, I think people would be comfortable posting more often than like that other group's like really big. Not that I feel intimidated or anything, but everyone is more familiar with each other here. So, yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's because that brings a really good point that I wrote down. Like, I kind of want how I would really want this Team Frankly Fierce group to be is I want it to be number one, focused on us getting results too, us sticking to a program, us being held accountable, being proof of the product. Because I've seen way too many coaches kind of like dabbling. And I think that can kind of hurt them in a way, because I'm like, if you're not invested in a program or if you're not drinking your shakes regularly, you can kind of tell just because your posts aren't as powerful. And I think that's where the whole like I'm not worried about people not posting in the group, because I have the expectation that we're all doing a program together. Like, I'm going to be doing the 21-day fix. Shayna's doing the 21-day fix or PIO. Catherine's doing 21-day fix extreme. Megan's doing, well, I don't know what you're doing. Hardcore 22 maybe. And Tariana's doing PIO. So, like, we're all doing something and we're all, working together to make sure we finish and to stay accountable. And then when we bring in our challengers, and they see that, like, they might not know that Shayna's a coach. They just see Shayna's doing 21-day fix. She's killing it. Shayna made this awesome recipe. Maybe I feel uncomfortable asking her how she made it or like where she got the idea from. But like, we're setting that example first. And I think that's, again, another thing that we do pretty well in the Healthy Happy Whole group that I run, because I'm a leader in it, but I'm also showing my sweaty selfies. I'm also like, venting about, oh, I missed a workout yesterday, or here's my shake recipe from today. And it's like, we're like normal people and we're not like the leaders. And I think that makes a difference. But yeah, there's going to be kinks and there's going to be things that we have to figure out. But I guess my thing is I really want us all to know each other and like see each other as, people who are working toward our health and fitness first, not just people who are working towards Success Club, because I want this to be like our family. I want people to know that Tariana's doing PIO. I want people to know that, that Shayna's, fiance is doing Body Beast and and all that kind of stuff, and that that Catherine is killing it with her meal plan because she's good at that kind of stuff. Like, I know all that stuff, but I want you guys to know all that stuff and understand like why we're all intertwined and why we all have these similarities as to being on this team. Does that make sense? I tend to word vomit a lot. My friend made fun of me because I shared like one of my coach Q&As with her, and she's like, #word vomit, Noelle. And I was like, I'm passionate. All right, Taryn, does that answer kind of some of your questions? I know this is a completely new and like weird thing, because and again, you're one of those people who leads really good groups, so this may not be for you, and I don't want you to feel like,
I mean, I don't feel like it's not a group for me. I don't think that that's accurate. I think so. Like, I think when like us working together and us having like accountability to each other, I like that idea a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because, I mean, we don't know each other. Like, I don't think we do. I think like I know you. Maybe you've gotten to know people over the last couple of months better or whatever, but I don't think that we know each other, so I would be interested to see what that would look like.
Yeah.
I think it could be useful. I just have a fear in general around like being overwhelmed. I like, if I'm running this challenge group and then like, like, I don't know, it just gets to a point sometimes where we have like so many groups and so many messages. You can hear me?
Yeah. I'm nodding.
So that would just be, it's just one thing. It's more of that it stresses me out a little bit about like, am I going to have another group of like, I missed the whole diamond thing. I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. But like, that's just with my challenge group and our coaching group and like our calls. Then, if I add something else, I mean, heck, who knows? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be absent from things. I feel like that's more of my fear.
And I completely agree. Something that I love about this revolving door group is it doesn't take my time the way that my other challenge groups did, because I'm not constantly having to create original content in it. Some weeks we have like a themed week where it's like clean eating this week, or we have, it's really just about like, if you're looking at the group and you see a whole, like yesterday I posted, hey, we haven't checked in recently on if people are being consistent with their workout. So I made a post about that. But that's where I think the beauty of us all working on ourselves in this group and showing that comes. Because eventually if our group actually like takes off and does really well, like I'm not going to be in Healthy Happy Whole anymore, and I'm going to transfer all those people into this group. And the hope is that it does relieve some stress from you. Because that was another thing. I've been a coach for 18 months now, and challenge groups stopped being fun for me because they were so repetitive and constant and similar that it was like, oh, I'm just going to copy this post that I did like 3 challenge groups ago. I'm going to just copy this one. But at the same time, I think that there still should be a place where you run a free clean eating group on the side, or if you want to do like a 60-day on-demand thing. But those things can be thrown into this group because it's not a 21-day fixed group. It's not a PIO group. It's an open group for anyone who's doing a program. But again, like I said, my hope is that it would give you that stress relief like it's given me. Megan, what are your thoughts? I know you have opinions. And hey, Tariana, Megan and Shayna are all Miami, Ohio alum. There's a cool fact.
Yeah. I really like the ongoing group. I think that it's less stressful when it comes to posting content because I agree. I just kind of, when it's my posting day, like there was this like video that Autumn posted to 21 day fixed group about like sculpting your shoulders or whatever, and I thought it was really interesting, so I like posted it to the group. So like I feel like there's a lot less stress actually because the posts are a little bit more low key because people for the most part are posting more frequently. I think that they start to see themselves as more of a leader in the group too, because like I said, if you are kind of acting as a challenger, then they see you as a challenger, and I think they're less intimidated to share in the group. Like there was a girl a couple weeks ago, she shared this really scary post with her baby bump about how she was doing workouts while she was being pregnant, and I never would have thought she would have done that, and I honestly think she did it because of just her viewing the 3 coaches in the group as challengers too. So that's something that I like about it. And I agree. I think that, I don't know who said this, Catherine, I think you said it. Just like once you have your challenger and they get through their first 21-day fixed group, I think it's a good next thing for them after they get through their first 21-day fixed group. And also too, if you're trying to recruit coaches, I think that could kind of be where you recruit coaches at, your ongoing group, if that's something that you're into, because they really start to see themselves, I think, as leaders. So
yeah,
I could go on and on. I ramble like Noelle, so if you want me to keep going on, I can just go on and on.
Maybe we should rename the group.
Yeah, I'd be happy to answer any questions too. We've been doing it for like 3 months now as well, the ongoing group. So,
but one thing though I want to make clear, I don't think we need to have designated days. Like I don't think Tariana, you should be Tuesday, Shayna Monday. I really don't think that. I think that you should post things that are impacting your challengers. So by doing weekly check-ins, you're going to know, all right, my challengers are doing great. So I'm going to shout them out and be like, Stacy lost 7 pounds after 2 weeks of the 21-day fix, or Sasha is about to do her third week of PIO. Let's cheer her on. Those are the types of things that, as your leader, as the coach, you should be sharing. Not necessarily like, hey, here's some water tips, because those are things that people start organically asking, like, hey, or sometimes I ask poll questions like, hey, is there anything that a lot of people are struggling with when it comes to your 21-day fix thing? And then I might create some sort of graphic that would help in that regard, instead of being like, Tasty Tuesday, let me share a tasty recipe. And again, I think that comes with them seeing us, just like Megan said, as a challenger, not as their necessarily coach in that group.
Can I add to that?
Yeah.
That's the difference in our group. Just like, for example, I had a girl that started the 21-day fix yesterday, and I posted, I was like, shout out to Marissa, who is starting her first round of the 21-day fix. Everybody cheer her on. And people just commented. Because, like, if you think about it, if I'm in the group and this is my 5th round of the 21-day fix, and I see Marissa is just starting, I see myself as someone that Marissa can look to, and it kind of I would think that would encourage that person to kind of share more, because they have that knowledge on the 21-day fix, and they know that there's this new person that's starting it in the group. Those shout outs work really well, and it's a great motivator for your people in the group.
And you could always just be like, hey, all veterans, and tag them in. What are some cool tips that you have for Marissa, who just started? And that gets them talking. I've definitely seen that, and that really helping. So some things that I was thinking about to make this group a little bit more focused. Great argument. Because the group that I'm in has a lot of free people and challengers, which I think is a nice mix, because we've seen a lot of those free people, who are committed to doing some sort of workout or something, actually become interested in the 21-day fix, which I think is really cool. However, I'm thinking as we're starting this, that we should keep it strictly to people who have challenge back in Shakeology. I say that because I think, because number one, if we want to be an elite team, we all need to be hitting Success Club, so that, Beachbody recognizes us, sees us growing, awesome, cool perks. We actually start seeing growth in our bank accounts. I mean, when we're all doing all of the 3 vital behaviors and we're all hitting Success Club, we're all seeing growth, which is really cool. I was doing some accounting the other day, and I noticed that significantly back in June to August, I would say, our team exploded, and we were all, I talked to Kelly, and she was like, that was her biggest paycheck week too. And that was because we had at least 3 or 4 people hitting Success Club, and it showed. And then over the last couple months, it's been about 2 or 3, and finish the rest. Okay. So anyways, I have some big goals for our team, and it starts with that. It starts with us helping 2 to 3 people a month with the challenge pack. So I think that our team group should have people who are buying challenge packs, and we should be investing in them, and they should see that, hey, we're all doing the same thing and we're all working together. I think over time, once we kind of figure out our balance and, figure out ourselves, we might be able to open that up to free people. But I guess my worry is having some coaches just not kind of do the work and just throw people in, and then we're eventually doing the work for them. And I don't think that's fair. What do you guys think? Does that make sense? What do you think, Megan?
I have people in my group that don't do Beachbody programs, and it's really hard for me because they post consistently. I'm working on them, but they're wonderful and they're great leaders, and I think that they could be great coaches too. And so I struggle with not including them in the ongoing group. Yeah,
and I have some people like that too. I'm just I don't know. I just don't want it to become I don't want our coaches to use that as a crutch. Like, oh, if you say no, you could still be in the group anyways.
Yeah.
And
I've done that. That's an easy thing to fall into. Oh, they said no. Okay, well, if I tell them it's free, they'll want to do it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and that's an easy thing to fall into. So I definitely understand that.
That's where I'm not sure how to, because we do have a lot of new coaches, you know, and I don't want because that's what happened a lot with me in this group before I kind of like sucked up and started being more intentional with my invites. But I don't know. I'm not really sure. Shayna, do you have any opinions? Because you are a new coach.
I guess I'm still kind of learning. For everyone who's not Noelle, I guess, doesn't know this, but I just started my first challenge group this week. So, and I'm doing more of a revolving door style myself, just because everyone is starting their programs at different times right now, just because I'm just starting to get going. But I've only ever been in the healthy, happy hole. I've never been in a fixed, allotted time group. So it's really hard for me to kind of think how that would be and how it would kind of like trail off and morph into something else. For me personally, I think that doing like only people with Beachbody programs is a good way to start, at least for me personally. I know I haven't done anything with free people yet, so I'm not as knowledgeable in that area, I guess. But that puts the pressure on me to be like, I'm getting people in this group, like, and I need them to get a challenge pack like today so I can put them in the group. But I mean, not everybody might have that same mentality, but I don't know. For me, that makes the most sense, I guess, just because that's what we're aiming to sell, I guess, in the long scheme of things. I'm not saying that other people don't have valuable opinions that, you know, eventually I think it could morph into that, but, you know, if we really want to make the best of it to start, I think that would be most beneficial.
Okay. I like that. I like your honesty. And I mean, Megan, another thing that you could do is for those people who aren't interested in a challenge pack or whatever, number one, you could explain to them how there's this new group coming and it's for people who are working X, Y, and Z. Would they be interested in trying it? Sometimes you just need a new way to start the conversation again. But the other aspect that I have to this is for people that we do have free people in, you can have, and we can have free cleaning groups, free monthly groups the way that we used to. But I mean, that would be more work. I don't know, because I'm on the fence too. I'm really on the fence.
Yeah, it's hard because, like I said, they post every day. They're committed to what they're doing, and I'm very.
Are they all doing like gyms or Zumba or something like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. One of them, and one of them too. She literally lives out of the country, and she's gonna get Shakeology when she comes home to bring it with her. Yeah. So one of them does this crazy acrobatic stuff, and I'm like, her pictures are crazy. Yeah. So, but like I said, they're really consistent with the group, and I'd have to really think about it. But I like your idea of just kind of framing it in a different way.
Yeah.
When we're getting close to the new group date, which is soon, so I should probably.
I just kind of like threw that date out. I think it'd be a good time because I know Shannon, you're in the midst of your group, and I don't know if like changing them over would make sense right now. But I mean, we can push it. We can push it to April. I mean, I think that again, my first focus is all of us getting recommitted and becoming challengers again. Because that's what got you all wanting to be a coach because you love the challenge group. So now instead of being in one of my groups or having a group that you're not crazy about, we should make a group that we're all crazy about, you know? So what do you guys, Jordan, do you have any thoughts? I know you jumped in a little bit late. Jordan is also a rambler. I think that's the other side of this. We're all ramblers. You're muted. Let me unmute you. Why can't I do it? Unmute. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of came in a little late, so I think I get the gist of what you're talking about. And Noelle, I agree with you about not adding in people who haven't bought challenge packs, or at least the Shakeology, or one or the other, only because when I think about it, I feel like, and we're basically getting more females than anything, so let's just call it like the clique or something. When you guys were in like elementary school and like a group of popular girls were hanging out together because they had, I guess, the same purses or something like that not everybody could have, and then, oh well, I'm about to buy this purse too, so now I can be a part of that group. I think certain things that people do and have is going to attract other people to want to join that group. So like, I guess since we're kind of getting hope I'm not confusing you guys, but since we're kind of like getting back into like starting a new challenge group all over again, I guess it wouldn't be like a bad idea to like kind of, not flaunt it, but like at least comment on each other's posts and stuff like that, like post about it a little bit and get it out there in the air so people will be like, okay, so they're doing something. I don't know what these girls are doing, but there's a whole bunch of them, and I like what's going on over there, and I want to figure out how I can be a part of it. So kind of like getting it out there. If we're going to start in April, like you're saying, since everybody's got whatever going on right now, I think that would be a good idea. I don't know if we're going to all use the same script or whatever, but kind of getting it out there so other females will be attracted to it, I guess. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
A little bit.
I don't want to do April because I feel like that's too far away. I would push it back as far as the 21st of March.
Okay.
Because sorry, it's dark. It's getting dark over here, and I don't have a light. We're doing just women. No, I don't think so. I think you do the niche that you are. So Shayna, if you feel comfortable with guys and helping guys because your fiance, for instance, is someone, then yeah, let's throw them in there. And I think that's the beauty again of a revolving door group. It's not strictly 21-day fix. For me though, guys aren't my niche group. I mean, most of the guys I know are all in the military, and I don't want them to see my abs, or they're all like stuck up brats who only like to do TRX and stuff. Not all of them, but anyways, it should always be whatever you feel comfortable with. I would say, as long as they're not like creepy, gross guys who comment on women, I don't have a problem. But if they are, I do have a problem, and I will take them out of the group, not out of life. Okay, so what do you think, ladies, after all this talk? What's our consensus? What are we thinking? How are we feeling? Yes. What does yes mean and woohoo? Oh, that was from, I don't know what the yes meant. Creepy man.
I really want to work with more people on our team.
Yeah,
So like, I've worked with Kelly and Aaron. I love them to death, but I'm like, I want to know more people and work with more people and get to know you guys and like your stuff and comment on your stuff and be like, she's a Rambler. She went to Miami. She's not a Rambler. She's a Ruby. She's a gem.
Poor Catherine lives in Virginia, went to some Virginia school called James Madison. Who cares? Ohio's where it's at.
Who dey?
No.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Cincinnati. Anyways, I mean, the way I see it too, like Shayna, with your group, it's going to overlap. Like, I think you could still run your group how it is, and then you could still run your group how it is, and then see how our group is forming. Because again, I really want us to focus on us in creating our culture, our dynamic, because if you have people on the brink of wanting to become a coach, they need to understand like we're awesome and we're all supporting each other and we're all cheering each other on in whatever program we're doing. And I think that's where it starts first, because that's when we are able to attract people into our team, and then eventually your own team. And I mean, that's really what I want, because our team is growing, and I want, like Megan said, I want us to all know each other.
I have one more thing to say. I'm sorry. Yeah. The other really cool thing when you have other coaches with you running a group is, like, for example, I have someone who's in our group who has a really adorable dog, and we know that Kelly has a dog, and they have become friends because they have dogs and post pictures of their dogs. And the same with Kelly. She had somebody who I had no idea saw me kind of as like a second motivator, and she posted something and like shouted me out, and it was so nice. It's like it becomes like you're invested in everybody in the group, even if you're not their coach, which I think is really cool.
I like that. All right, so what I'm going to do this week is I'm going to kind of like create like an expectations graphic for this group, and then I'm going to post again like options for names. But from what I'm gathering, you guys all seem like you still want to do this. It's not going to be perfect, but I think at first, but I think again, if we focus on our needs and us growing in our journeys, I think it'll be awesome. Sounds good? Thumbs up? Woo! Cool. All right. Thank you guys so much. Shayna, you look sad. It's good?
Look sleepy.
Sleepy, yeah. Gosh. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.